Yo, 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 how's it going? It's ToastPunk here. Okay, today I just want to go through something very quickly. I saw on a tweet today from an Yuga Labs MAYC holder saying that for 13 ETH and 20428, you can earn $30 a day passively. What other NFT gives you that sort of feature and stability in staking? The answer is none. Now, I challenge this because this is absolutely incorrect. We know for a fact that we are making more than that right now with much lesser. Toastpunk Genesis is only 15 bucks, $20, and depending on how much you put in is how much you can come out. But we definitely know that there's takings of more than $30 a day sustainably as well. We've done it over and over again. But what I wanted to show you is very briefly something that I just came up with. I've been working on today. Because it's Easter here and the team's not back till tomorrow. But I thought today I'll spend the time to go through some Toastcoin ideas. Okay, so one of the ideas I came up with, I said, you know what, if that's the case, let's just make our own coin and see what's going on with it, right? But the idea of this Toastcoin is to reward users that use Crypto Toast. So I was thinking how we're going to do it, and this is what I came up with today. So ecosystem of Toastcoin would be crypto Toast users. They earn Toastcoin at the end of every completed trade. So whether or not it is auto traded off or for sold, at the end of that they get Toastcoin. Simple as that. Okay, and then the other participant would be market traders. They can buy and sell Toastcoin. Now, obviously, having a coin that is could be liquidity backed or not liquidity backed. It really depends on the market demand and supply, and also a lot of times where the coin or token is listed. Okay, so because of my connections in the exchanges side of things, I'm pretty sure I can get this Toastcoin listed a lot of places. But let's look at the utility. So Toastcoin is a utility token of the ToastPunk ecosystem managed by the ToastPunk OG DAO treasury. I want to make sure we put it for the whole DAO, and the DAO runs it itself. So it's seamless. Basically, gives a full members of the DAO rewards back again. Now, how does the reward system work? This is my proposal here. I'm saying that Toastcoin is earned at the end of every crypto toast trade, so that we know that there's 20 or 22 crypto toast trades in a month. We can put the claim via Binance UID with at least minimum 5 Toast coins accumulated, or either we'll work out a way maybe to do it straight to a MetaMask wallet. But it's easier to do it via Binance UID, then therefore people can use that back again to trade, or can use that back to convert into BUSD or whatever they want. To earn Toastcoin, this is just some stipulated rules I'm thinking, and which helps the entire ecosystem of ToastPunk. The basic rules is have an active crypto Toast connection, so that's nice and simple. Basically, they just need to have one ToastPunk Genesis as a minimum requirement there, which right now it's only about $15 and it goes up based on demand. And I would say have a minimum $100 in the trade. That's the minimum starting point to be able to start earning Toast coin, which is not much at all. $100 is very little. I mean, it is a lot for some, little for a lot of the others. But I think this will give us a good backing in terms of what we can get back from Crypto Toast. So that's the initial start there. Now, one more thing though, we mentioned BUSD here, but we know that BUSD Paxos has a problem, so we will be changing that stable coin accordingly when BUSD ceases to exist, and we're monitoring very closely what Binance tells us on this here, and we'll change it accordingly. But this is some of the things that I think that will make it very interesting as far as the rewards is concerned. First and foremost, I've created these account types. So these are like, you got a starter account, a believer account, a builder account, achiever account, a collector account, then a diamond account, then a diamond 1, diamond 2, and diamond 3 account. And to achieve these tiers of these accounts is basically set out here. There's two components to it. One is NFTs and one is tokens. This is what you have to have holdings in your wallet in order to get these account types. Because by having a higher account type, you basically get more Toastcoin at the end of the trade. Okay, up 1 all the way to 3 Toastcoins you can get per trade. So if you're, for example, say you're a diamond 3 account, and you know it completes 20 trades a month. That's basically 60 Toast coins you can mine or you can get basically for the end of the month. Okay, and the requirements here are all beneficial towards the actual project itself. So therefore, it's not buying from me, it's not buying from the project itself, it's buying from secondary. So it's assisting the demand and supply, pricing and volume as well of our secondary side of our projects. So it will help very well. And I've only for now here added because part of the DAO, I've excluded Racer Club for here because Racer Club is a complete separate project altogether, even though it's built under Warp. But for this, all intensive purposes here, it's going to be used for ToastPunk Genesis, ToastPunk OG, and Goblin Lucky Charms as well. We're going to add it in there, okay? So to be a starter account, all you need is basically 1 TP Gen, which is what normally people do to get just started with Crypto Toast. But then you can explore and you can get further. So once you get 1 TP Gen, 1 TP Genesis, 1 ToastPunk Genesis, and 1 ToastPunk OG as a minimum, then your Toastcoin earnings become 1.25. If you have a ToastPunk Genesis, a ToastPunk OG, and you've collected 10 characters, so basically if you collected 10 characters, don't worry about this first requirement because it will be already met through that 10 characters. You then become a builder, and it's 1.5 Toastcoin after the trade. So something like this will help us build our ecosystem out and grow our project as well. I think it's really, really useful. So Diamond 3, which is the top one you can achieve with 3 Toastcoins, would be to have 1 TP Gen, would have 1 TP OG, would have a ToastPunk Genesis, all 10 characters, ToastPunk OG, all 3 intensities. For you, if you don't know this was one of the things that we created from the very beginning was the orange, yellow, and I think the light yellow color for the different intensities of the toast, excluding special edition. So that's collecting all 3 of them there. Then you got the Genesis upgradable. Then you got a special edition. Then you got a Goblin Lucky Charm, at least 1. Then you've got your Charm token from the NFTX vault, TP Gen token, and Toastcoin as well to hold minimum 5 of all of them there. Therefore, you will get your 3 Toastcoins per trade that completes. I mean, I think the design of this is pretty cool because what it does is it allows for then the whole ecosystem to grow in total, whilst you also get rewarded for more toast. So in an example here, I said if the user holds all 10 ToastPunk Genesis characters, and 3 OG NFT intensities, the user is an achiever account. So this one here. At the start of the trade, so it must be at the start of the trade, okay, to get that. So if you upgrade when the trade is live in between, you're not going to get it till the next trade because that's easier way for us to check it during the trade. And at the end of the trade, the user receives 1.7 Toastcoin. Simple as that, guys. Very simple. You just get these rewards for completing a trade all the time. So win, lose, or draw during the Crypto Toast trade cycle, you will always get something for it. And I think this is really, really cool. Now, I worked out some unit economics here just based on what the revenue streams of Toastcoin would be. So obviously we already have the ToastPunk NFT royalties coming through, the OG one, which is 5% coming straight to the DAO. Then we've got the Genesis ToastPunk NFT royalties, 7.5 as well. Then we've got the Goblin Lucky Charm NFTs as well. Royalties added now to the DAO as well. And then we've got for Binance referral fees, it's 41% basically. For any new Binance account gets created, the OG DAO gets 41% for all the fees there. So building this value proposition long term, we've worked out then the revenue and emissions model here. So don't get too overwhelmed by these numbers. I'm just going to make it very simple for you to understand. So the idea is to have for Toastcoin a supply of 10 million, which basically gets emitted over time. And it only gets emitted based on how many Crypto Toast users are there. So once again, this is all boils down to how good Crypto Toast is. If it grows, then obviously there's more being emitted out, okay? So as an assumption, say for example, in month 0, when we do the TGE for Toastcoin, 50,000 gets emitted to the DAO. So the DAO starts with a balance of 50,000. That is vested, so that can't be taken out and dumped and sold straight away. It's vested over 200. So you see it here. It's vested over 200 trades, and only 250 per trade can come out and be used basically for a lot of the things within the DAO to help as well. So it's not for profit purposes, it's actually for running the operations purposes side, okay? Then how it will work is this, or how I worked out the calculations was, say for example, we start at 120 CryptoToast users and we grow this gradually by 10 users every month, just 10 users every month. Nothing much, right? Sorry, not 10 users. 10 users every trade. Okay, so every trade that goes, we pick up another 10 users and we keep growing all the way through till trade. Let's call it trade 839. So if you take 800 divided by which is 20 trades a month, I think you get around maybe 3.5 years around there. Okay, to get to this sort of level here. But yeah, that's 8,500 CryptoToast users using it just by growing 10 per trade. And then emitted out to the users would be 210. So I'm just using an example of, say, for example, you know, people at this level here, average level 1.75. I know some will be up, some will be down. So let's just use a rough estimate here, which is 1.75. The DAO then also gets some rewards from every trade. And now that'll be based on one Toastcoin per active CryptoToast user. So every active CryptoToast user, the DAO gets Toastcoins emitted to it as well, which gets put into the pool, which gets then split off to these three categories here. So staff, so DAO will recruit some staff members. They'll get 20% of what comes through. Dev fund for development works for CryptoToast and further things, part of the DAO. And then distribution back to members, 50%, I would say. It's a fair number. Now, don't forget, the members here are just members of the OG DAO. Obviously, if you're a CryptoToast user, you also get your standard rewards as well. So there's double rewards, basically, if you're a DAO member and also a CryptoToast user, depending on which level you are. That's the proposed, anyway, on this here. So I've then taken all this down, put our revenues in here based on very, 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 very conservative numbers on what to expect from it. And to work out even a price trajectory of what Toastcoin could be as far as its price is concerned. So this is roughly, in this price buyback scenario, this is what the price roughly could be for Toastcoin moving forward. So we can see it grow all the way till around the $10.15 mark 3.5 years later, which gives it a market cap of around, it's about $100 million roughly market cap at this point here. It's a very small market cap. As I said, this is just using super small estimates, right? The biggest levers for us would be how high can the OG price go, how high can the Genesis price go, and how high can the Irish Oracle Goblin Lucky Charms price go. In this model here, all I've done is I said, okay, it's going to be roughly growing up all the way to about $5,500, which is around, I would say, about 3 ETH, okay? And then for the Genesis price, I would say total squeeze around probably the 1 ETH price. And the Goblin Lucky Charms around the 0.8 sort of price ETH. That's what I think. Based on the buying and selling pressure mechanisms that worked out here, this is what could be obtained by all those three projects there. So not only are you benefiting from Toastcoin, but also benefiting from the uplift in value of your NFTs itself. The main split is this. So basically 63% of all Toastcoin will go to CryptoToast users, and 3.6 will come back to the DAO, which once it comes back to the DAO, 50% of that goes back to the DAO members, okay? And the balance 50% gets used for staff and development funds, part of the ToastPunk ecosystem. I think that's fair because this then gives further growth opportunities for the DAO itself to do what it needs to do to develop more products or to enhance CryptoToast and to do various other things. As you guys know, until date, everything has been sponsored or been developed or paid by Warp, okay, which is the company that we run. And yeah, it's fine because we've done all the hard works now. It's about time now we grow it together with the community, okay? As far as revenue is concerned, I mean, as I said again, I worked on very, very conservative estimates for the revenue on what it is. Still, with that there, it gives us a good chunk of revenue coming in for Toastcoin. So I'm quite satisfied with that there. I think from a revenue sustainability level, it should give us a good uplift in terms of liquidity. Whether or not we create a DeFi pool for it, or whether or not we just use a buyback mechanism. For this year, I've worked out a buyback mechanism. So I said, okay, based on whatever comes through from revenue, based on everything that comes through from USD revenue. So all these revenues here, whether it's the royalties, whether it's the NFT royalties, or whether it's the Binance fees that we get, all that there, I'm going to put it towards buying back Toastcoin and bringing it back to the DAO. So 100% we're converting everything to crypto, which is Toastcoin. And from Toastcoin there, we will then distribute back to these following buckets: 20% for DAO funds, 20% for staff, 30% for dev funds, and 50% for members. So this is just a rough example of a draft on how you can build a coin or a token up. It's kind of cool because I only worked on it today. Obviously, I got lots of work to do left with this year, but I thought I'd show it to you guys here so you guys can have a look. What's the potential of what we can achieve through Crypto Toast? Just going back to what was mentioned here. This is where it all stemmed from. This chap here mentioned that Yuga, which is a massive billion-dollar company, only managed to get them $30 a day passively by staking 13 ETH, so a mutant ape, and 2,042 apes, which is around, as I said earlier on, close to $32,000, 750 all up. Like, I know a lot of people don't have that capital to get $30, and if they got that, they won't be able to. They'll be able to get much more than that there with Crypto Toast, as we know. But anyhow, that's just an example of what it is. Hopefully you get to check it out. And guys, don't forget we've got the weekly regional spaces running. So I hope to see you there. Nigeria was ran on Friday. We got the Philippines one coming up tonight. Looking forward to it, guys. Let's talk soon, okay? Thank you.